So welcome to this short presentation on advanced B2B PPC optimization. And what that essentially is how to measure to pipeline, because with so many of the clients we work with, this is the biggest opportunity for increasing revenue. Now, what you can see on the screen here are the typical things that you would see in any PPC account optimization strategy. So all about keyword research, ad copy, bid strategy. Now, for the sake of this, I'm going to assume that you've got all this stuff in place. What we're going to talk about here now is the measurement of success of your campaigns. So what you'll see here is probably a typical report that you get from your PPC agency or your in-house team, which is the PPC data measuring up to the lead. Now, this here is from an actual client that we started to work with recently, and when we looked at their data historically, this is what we found. Now, if you look at January, February, March here, you can see if we were measuring to volume of leads, if that was a success measure, you could see month on month that's actually increased. So the lead volume's increased and the cost per lead has gone down. So this would be classed as a success. Now, this is where we're saying it's advanced. It's not particularly advanced, it's just more difficult to do, so people aren't doing it. Now, as we know, every lead does not become a sale. So the best first step you can do is, okay, can we measure through to the MQL? Now, the second we start doing this, it starts to tell us a totally different story. Where we saw that the leads are actually going up, we can actually see here that the volume of those that became an MQL went down drastically. And so with that, the cost per MQL went up. Now, if every lead doesn't become an MQL, every MQL doesn't become an SQL, or whatever your equivalent is, and then every SQL doesn't become a sale. And it's only when we start to go full down the funnel, we can actually start to see, okay, how many sales did we get from the PPC activity? And this is why it's just more advanced, because if you're stopping at the lead, you're just not getting the full picture. And this is why we see so often that the sales guys are complaining about the quality of leads from marketing, saying that they're not good enough, and marketing saying, well, we're sending more leads, what's the problem? It's only when you can measure to the full end of the pipeline that you can actually see what's going on. And when we looked at it with this particular client here, the sales guys were right to say that the quality wasn't as good. We can see that they got less revenue and the ROI was lower from that. So how does this work kind of more with the tools that you use, just to look at this in another way? So typically the lead data is what you get from Google and Bing and whatever bid management tool that you use. That then typically goes into Marketo, a local or an equivalent to find your MQLs and SQLs. And then it goes to some systems such as Salesforce, where we actually close a sale. So what we do whenever we start to work with a client is close that loop. Let's get the tracking in place. Let's integrate everything. So when a sales happen, that is pulled all the way back into your AdWords account or your Bing account, and we're able to see, okay, what keywords are getting the sales, because often you'll find that your best lead generating keywords typically don't become sales. There's the whole 80-20 rule about sales. So this is typically what we do. This is how we work with B2B clients and help them massively increase the efficiency of their B2B account. So if you found this useful and fancy a chat and just kind of want to run some ideas past about how you can actually optimize your PPC B2B account, please get in touch to me at john@somebodydigital.com. Thank you.